What is going on, my guys? I waited a whole day to do this video, and I don't know how I really feel about the game. This is the first game that I didn't really watch completely. I was very much more interested in the Bills game, which was a lot more fun to watch. And I kept going back and forth, but I really didn't see too much of the game. It was a very boring game. But we're going to talk about it, obviously. This is going to be way more calm than the last few weeks. 0-4 doesn't hurt as much as the past ones have, but let's get into it. So, first off, we'll get right into the ending because that was pretty much what happened. I'm not even going to fault Daniel Jones on that one. Uh, the ball could have been better, but that was just an amazing play by Williams. Genuinely an amazing play. That diving interception to hold on to it, to get the possession, and not let the ball hit the ground was crazy. Crazy. Not even going to hate on him. That was amazing. DJ didn't have a bad game, but he didn't have a great game. The thing I'm realizing about this team is this offense is just not explosive, man. Slayton really was that explosivity factor the past year, and he really hasn't been that this year. He's been getting locked down. People are respecting him as a solid receiver, which is good, but he hasn't been able to get out in the open field. He hasn't been able to make plays. Tate, he's looking like he's showing his age a little bit more, which kind of sucks, just because of he's still got 2 more years on his contract after this. But I still think he's solid. I think if Shepard was out there, they'd be playing a lot better. But obviously he's not. Ingram has played a lot better this game, and the run game sucked. So let's talk about it. So Daniel Jones is our leading rusher with 6 carries for 45 yards. Ironically, Wayne Gallman had the same exact stat line. Devonta Freeman did have 11 carries for 33 yards, and he looked pretty good on some of those carries. Some of them he was getting stuff in the backfield, and it was kind of whatever. But I did like what Devonta Freeman was there. But the fact that he's getting 11 carries still sucks. I think that if they give him the backfield, just make him be the lead back, he'll be able to do a lot more with it. He definitely looks and performs like the best back out there, in my opinion. Wayne Gallman had a couple good runs yesterday as well. But receiving game, man, nobody over 50 yards receiving. Slayton had 3 catches for 48. Ingram had 6 for 34. Freeman added 4 catches for 35, which I thought was nice. But other than that, man, if I'm Gettleman, I think I'm looking towards a team to kind of trade for maybe a third string, a fourth string receiver from their team to try and make them our third string or fourth string, because I think it'll be more evident of the talent there. I brought up, I think in week 1 or week 2, like a guy like an Auden Tate from Cincinnati, who that they're probably willing to part ways with because he's not a huge part of their offense. You can go to Vegas. Vegas has a lot of things. Try and get Aguilar from them, or try and get no, Tyrell's hurt, but there's a lot of teams out there that have a lot of depth at receiver, and you should be able to get somebody. I mean, even going to like Keelan Cole in Jacksonville, somebody to at least have some sort of value over the guys that are there, because I've been impressed with what C.J. Board did. He didn't have a catch yesterday, but I've been impressed with what he's done, but he's not great. Ratley had a couple good grabs, but he wasn't great. It's just the team isn't looking too hot, genuinely, especially because of that lack of receiving. But the one thing I've been saying all year is the defense looks fantastic. I was excited about this defense coming in, and the fact that with no Mayo, no McKinney, we're still playing this well, awesome to see, man, awesome to see. You look at what they're able to do as a team. I mean, holding the Rams to 17 points is great. They really gave up that last second, that Cup touchdown in the fourth, really late in the fourth, which was the deciding factor. It was a big play. It was very much more Cup making a great play than it was the defense playing like crap. But other than that, man, they kept the team in the game the whole time. It's just the offense needs to put points on the board, man. I mean, I don't even know. I'm gonna look. I have the stats in front of me right now, but how many points have we even scored this year? Because it can't be over 50, which is sad, So we have 9 points here. Okay, so we've scored 16, 13. So right there, that's 29. And then we scored 9, which would be 38. And then another 9, which would be 47? 47? That's horrible. We haven't even scored 50 points yet. It's been in 4 weeks. That's horrible. Absolutely horrible. The team just isn't looking good. The offense isn't looking good. They need to get something on offense to really provide a spark. DJ back there, he's standing in the pocket for way too long. I have a lot shorter of a leash for DJ this year. I still believe in DJ. I think he's a great quarterback. I think he has the potential to be a great quarterback at least. And, it's not really helping him with what's happening. The offensive line this past week held up pretty well, but it also wasn't able to move the ball downfield. So it's hard because DJ doesn't have the weapons, but his offensive line has improved. So it's weird. So, instead of having 1.5 seconds, he has 2 seconds or 3 seconds now. But the receivers are taking too long to break on their routes. They're not doing their routes, and it does suck. They're not able to improve on that. They're not able to do better. And I think that sucks for DJ. He spent a lot of time in the pocket waiting for somebody to break on a route or do something, and no one did it. And then he would end up getting hit from behind, or he'd end up trying to scramble out of the pocket. And it was a mess, man. It was a mess. But they did a good job of containing the Rams defense as well. They weren't really doing well in the stats department, at least. When you look at what we were able to do, though, I mean, Blake Martinez and Fackrell are doing very well. Logan Ryan was a good pickup. All our guys that we brought in, Leonard Williams has been disrupting the line a lot on that touchdown, the first touchdown that they had. He broke through the line. He just wasn't able to get there. I wasn't mad about it. But another guy I want to talk about, Isaac Yadam, I think is how you say it. Yadam, whatever it is. He's looked pretty solid. I like him out there more than I like Ballantyne out there. I really do. I think that Yadam is a lot better. We obviously have Darnay that I think should be getting more looks as the season progresses. I think he's going to be a good corner. But Yadam is a really good, I think it was a trade, like a late 7th-round pick or something like that, to get him from Jacksonville. I think that was a very good pickup. I think that he's doing his solid work there for us, and I think that's very good. Lorenzo Carter is looking a lot better out there as a leader. Isn't really translating to the stats department. Same with Zimenez and Golden. They're not really able to do too much on the defensive side, which kind of does suck. The Tate Crowder interception, I really did think that was an interception. At least it wasn't enough to turn it over, which they did. They called it an interception, and they said that it hit the ground. I didn't see it hit the ground. I thought it should have still been an interception. That would have been good for us, but nonetheless, that was it. Graham Gano is continuously playing well, 3 for 3 on field goals, which was good. We'll talk about the altercation in a second, but I mean, holding Goff to 200 yards and 1 touchdown is good. They didn't even have anyone get over 10 carries, anyone over 37 yards rushing, because Malcolm Brown had 37, and I think that's great. Gerald Everett was the one that ran that touchdown in, by the way. That was talking about not the Dexter Lawrence, the Leonard Williams tackle, but yeah, holding the run game, man. I've been saying this. The Giants' run D is really good. We have a lot of big guys up front, and then we have a lot of linebackers that we can rotate out that can use speed. Fackrell, Golden, Carter. These are guys that can use that power and that speed in the outside. Cooper Kupp's touchdown was really the anomaly, man, because that was like, what, a 50-yard touchdown? So you look at what you take away the 50-yard touchdown. He was 4 catches for 19 yards. Robert Woods 6 for 35. We really were able to hold them as much as they were holding us. It was a battle of attrition there, and it didn't go out in our favor. And I'm okay with that because this is a team that's leading the division, I think, right now in the NFC West, or at least they're tied to do that. So I think that's good. Darius Williams had an amazing interception at the end. I'm not even going to get mad about it because it was such a good pick. He played the ball well. He was able to get it, and I'm not mad about it. So the altercation, I'm completely behind what Joe Judge said today. I'm completely behind what Golden Tate did. If you guys don't know, he's had history. I don't know what was said. I don't know what happened. There was that play where Tate caught that out route. He kind of hurdled over like one of the defenders that was on the ground, and when he hurdled, Ramsey kind of suplexed him, which obviously hurt. And then after the game, I guess Ramsey and them went up and they started talking stuff. And I guess from the reports, Ramsey swung at him and he retaliated. And then the whole battle brute route. But if you guys don't know, Ramsey has 2 kids with Golden Tate's sister, left her as well. So it's it's a very big rivalry between them just because of outside drama, And I understand that personal stuff can get in the way sometimes, especially when you're lining up against someone. I don't know if something was said. I don't know any of that. As of right now, I don't think that's being reported, but it does suck to see that happen because if we're going to lose Tate to a suspension, which most likely is going to happen, at least for 1 game, it's going to be a rough game. But these are the games at the beginning of the season I really didn't think the Giants were going to win. I really thought we were going to beat the Bears. I thought we were at the best going to be 2-2 out of these 4 games, and we're 0-4, which sucks. But the Bears game we should have won. I still believe that. The Niners game, that was an complete embarrassment, but we go up against the Cowboys, which is going to be obviously a tough matchup. They've been scoring 38+, but they've also been allowing 38+. So we're going to really have to have Slayton get ready to ball out for next week. Evan Ingram's got ready to ball out. We got to be airing the ball out. This is Jason Garrett's return to Dallas as well. But then after that, man, we versus Washington, we versus the Eagles. The Bucks is going to be a tough game, but going against our division for the next 3 games is going to be a ease. Hopefully we're able to scrape out at least 1 or 2 wins from this. We play again Washington, the Eagles, and the Bengals after that. So, up until, for the rest of the season, man, Ravens is a hard matchup. Browns is a hard matchup. Seahawks is a hard matchup. Buccaneers is a hard matchup. Other than that, they're games that should be deciding factors. The Cowboys, the Eagles, the Washington football team, the Bengals, the Cardinals. They're games that should be decided through whoever's playing better at that point in time. You get what I'm saying. But yeah, I think it does suck. I'm not as mad about it. Like I said, I want to do. I'll probably try and do a video or on my podcast. I'll probably make the podcast into a video because I know a lot of you guys don't even know that I do a podcast. If you guys aren't unfamiliar, I probably should have said this at the beginning. But I do a football podcast. It's on Spotify. It's on pretty much everywhere that you find podcasts except for Apple Music. or Apple Podcasts, whatever it is. But I definitely did not do a podcast this week. I took a little bit of time off from YouTube and just uploading in general. Obviously, going to get back into that. You see in this video now. I'm going to try and do a podcast as well. I might make it a video so that way you guys can see what it is. And if you guys want me to start uploading them to YouTube as well as the podcasting ways, I can do that as well. So, I mean, just let me know what you guys are thinking. I definitely think that we need to get some other weapon. Especially with Shepard out, with Saquon out. I think Freeman can hold the backfield down if they give him the reins, but we definitely need another weapon there to help out, and I think a receiver can do that. We'll do a trade scenario video, kind of just trying to make trades with other teams to see what we can get for that. I'm excited. Hopefully next week McKinney's back, Mayo will be back, I hope, because I think they can be eligible. They're eligible to be taken off the IR, which is good. So I can't wait to see McKinney's, his debut, I guess, his debut, the safeties of the defense is looking great, so to get McKinney back would be awesome to see. I can't wait to see it. I don't know if Mayo's going to get his job back just because Crowder's been actually playing pretty decent. But nonetheless, I think that the Giants team is, we're not looking at a playoffs. I never was expecting a playoffs. I was hopeful for a playoffs look. It's not looking like that, especially with Saquon out. I wasn't expecting that. But this is a team that I think can muster up at least 5 wins at the end of the year. And hopefully we can get a top 5 pick, take a guy like Jamar Chase to give that explosion back to New York and go from there, man. We'll talk more about the Giants in future. So I don't know what's happening with my camera. I'm going to have to get a new camera or something, but it cut out. I was pretty much done in the video anyway, so it's all good. Leave a like if you guys are new. Subscribe if you're new as well. Turn those notifications on. Go check out the podcast. Those old episodes. They're definitely set in the time that they were recorded, but you definitely can also look back on them. Definitely fun to watch. Fun to listen to as well if you're on a car ride or something like that. I suggest it, obviously. But be on the lookout for more Giants videos. If you guys are a Giants fan, let me know in the comment section below. I like the feedback on the past videos. People have been liking these Giants videos, so I'm glad to see it. Any Rams fans, tell me how you thought about the game. Obviously, it's a differing side, so I'd love to hear that. A lot of Niners fans were talking to me in the comment section below as well. So be sure to let me know in the comment section below what you guys are thinking. Leave a like, subscribe, all that jazz. If you didn't enjoy the video, just refresh the page, check it out again. Let me know what you think a second time. Without further ado, that's going to be for me. I'll see you guys in the next one, my guys.